After Return of the Jedi in 1983, there wasn't going to be any more new Star Wars films for quite a while. George Lucas did say he was going to do a prequel trilogy, but no one really knew when this was going to happen. But between these periods of no films, writers came together to create new books, comics and video games taking place and expanding inside the Star Wars universe. This outside film media lasted from between 1977, when the Marvel comic book series was started, and 2012, when Disney bought Lucasfilm. This period of stories is referred to as Star Wars Legends, which separates it from the main canon because these stories no longer happened in this timeline. Since I can remember, I have always been fascinated with Star Wars Legends, even after I found out it was not canon in the Star Wars universe. I used to spend all my time looking at this 90s Star Wars character encyclopedia, researching all the new different characters. What I enjoy about Star Wars Legends is how different it is and how many risks it takes. For example, one of the major Legends storylines is the Yuuzhan Vong War. The Yuuzhan Vong War is based around an army of aliens from another galaxy who invade the main Star Wars galaxy and kill a lot of people. This story would have never happened in the main Disney timeline era due to how adult and risky it is, but it is massively entertaining. Another thing I enjoy about this is how they develop the characters from the original trilogy. For example, for the people who don't know, Luke Skywalker marries Mara Jade, and they go on to have a son called Ben Skywalker, named obviously after Obi-Wan Kenobi. Also, Han Solo and Princess Leia have 3 children, twins named Jason and Jane, and a young son named Anakin. Unfortunately, Star Wars Legends isn't canon, but certain things have been carried over to the main Disney continuity. One of the major things is the character of Grand Admiral Thrawn, who is introduced in his own trilogy of books written by Timothy Zahn, which a lot of fans consider the Legends sequel trilogy. Another thing carried over is the Darksaber, which was introduced in a novel from 1994. The Darksaber was brought over into the Clone Wars and then introduced into the live-action series through The Mandalorian. In Legends and in the main timeline, Luke Skywalker sets up his own Jedi Academy after Return of the Jedi. But in Legends, it is not destroyed by Kylo Ren and Luke does not go into exile. There are other things carried over, such as the Outrider, the ship owned by Dash Rendar in Shadows of the Empire, cameos in Star Wars Rebels. Also, some characters from Legends are changed and adjusted to fit the Disney continuity, such as Jason Solo being adjusted and changed to become Kylo Ren for the sequel trilogy. Now, my top 10 favourite Star Wars Legends stories. Number 10, Kenobi, a book all about everyone's favourite Jedi making his way on Tatooine, protecting Luke and his family between the events of Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. Number 9, Shatterpoint, a book which tells the story of Jedi Master Mace Windu returning to his home world during the events of the Clone Wars to investigate the disappearance of his Padawan, Depa Billaba. Number 8, Darth Vader and the Ninth Assassin, a comic book about an assassin being hired to murder Darth Vader. Elsewhere, another threat to the Empire has made itself known and will take Vader. Number 7, Darth Plagueis, a book showing the master of Darth Sidious and him turning Palpatine to the dark side, training Sidious and then being killed during the events of Phantom Menace. Number 6, Death Troopers. When an Imperial ship breaks down in a distant, uninhabited part of space, only hope seems to lie with an abandoned Star Destroyer. But when a boarding party is sent to retrieve parts, only half of them return, bringing with them a horrific disease. Number 5, The Rise and Fall of Darth Vader. A book showing the story of Darth Vader from Anakin's birth on Tatooine all the way to his death aboard the second Death Star. Number 4, Clone Wars 2003, an animated series showing the falling Galactic Republic and that the Jedi are under siege from Separatist Confederacy and the Sith as the war rages on, more and more planets start to slip from the Republic. Number 3. The Thrawn Trilogy. The trilogy details the military campaign of Grand Admiral Thrawn as he attempts to bring down the recently founded New Republic in a bid to restore the Galactic Empire to power. Number 2. Shadows of the Empire. Han Solo, frozen in carbonite, is being taken to Jabba the Hutt as Princess Leia mounts a rescue mission and Darth Vader searches the galaxy for Luke Skywalker. And now, the best of all, number 1, Dark Empire. The comic book shows that the Empire has been reborn under a mysterious new leader, striking back at the struggling Rebel Alliance. Massive world destroyers, more powerful and unstoppable than the Death Star, ravage entire planets. Han and Leia struggle to protect the future of their unborn child, but their greatest foe might be their closest friend. Overall, I really love Star Wars Legends, and think at times it is much more interesting than the main timeline. Thanks for watching.